Hi YouTube, how are you doing? I'm doing so. I'll tell you about it. Oh, it's been this last week. I've been nursing injury. It's sort of like an old one that pops up every once in a while. So I've still been getting my stuff done around here, but sleeping has been difficult with the pain too. So I don't know. Anyway, so last night before um it was gonna rain, I ran out to check my tomato plants. I thought, well, I don't really have to do anything like do any weeding or anything, and I have them in metal cages, so I thought they were safe. Almost all of them were gone, the 12 that I had out there. I have one in the house that's a different variety, and one of them that I kept in a hanging basket in a place that I call my secret garden. I have a spot around my house that's sort of it's hidden, so I have some plants in there and stuff. I don't know if it's hidden enough to keep it away from whatever ate it. At first, I thought my first thought was deer, but and it could be because their nose is small enough to get in between the slots in that metal cage. And I thought rabbits, and then I thought woodchucks. Could have been any of the above. But yeah, I drowned my sorrows with food last night. Not too bad, I'll tell you about that too. But one year, um, I had put a fence around my garden because I had my horse out in the yard, and she just about tore down that fence to get to the things that she wanted to get to. I had that year I think I had squash and watermelon, and I've had successful gardens here. I've had years where nobody touched anything. I had tomato like that, one of them. Um so yeah, it was a bummer. And yeah, if we had fenced it in, but like I say, the last time I did like that, one time I had raised a wolf and named Wolf. Got him when his eyes were closed from a friend of mine that owed me quite a bit of money. Well, anyway, asked if I wanted to raise this pup, and I had already been like, I'd babysit his wolves if he went somewhere, take care of him for him, and um, well, anyway. So I had a garden, I had melons out there. I never thought any kind of canine would eat watermelon. I had them really beautiful jade watermelons, and that wolf got out there and he would eat them. I was so mad at him that one time I went to finish it. He left a bite. I go, why don't you go eat the rest of it? He looked at me and kind of slunk over. Do I go eat it? You might as well, you know. But yeah. So I had no clue that a canine would eat melons in a garden or any kind of veggies or fruits or anything like that. I was pretty young, but still. So yeah, we've had times where our gardens flourished and where they didn't, and this time there's a couple plants left, and some of them might. There's one that was totally pulled out. I replanted it and then it did rain, so it might make it, but who knows? Um, yeah, I'm glad at least we have like the Amish store. I just was gonna grow tomatoes and lettuce so I could have the best bacon lettuce tomatoes on the planet with my own produce. It's like, bummer, but it's okay. I really felt bad though. It's like that really, I almost let it get me down. It's like, don't go there. So, So first, I didn't eat too unhealthy, but I did drown my sorrows with food. Not really bad, just a little more than I usually would. I put a little sugar in it, but not horrible. I'll tell you what I had. At first, I had a bowl of cheddar cheese popcorn. Doug and I split some. And then I made a summer sausage sandwich wrap with some cheese, and then next to it I had a little coleslaw and a little cottage cheese. So that wasn't really too god awful bad. Just there would have been enough for me to, but I went and got a half a bowl of cereal that had some sugar in it. Not really, really bad, but I had they were, there was a little bit in a bag of sugared mini wheats or one of them type like that, and then I put a few honey nut O's on top of that. So I had about like that much cereal in a bowl. Not really, like I say, not. I mean, yeah, I drowned in my sorrows with food, but it wasn't anything that was really gaudacious. I mean, it wasn't like I passed around a meme that was something about the meaning of like snacking when you eat a whole pizza, a box of chocolate, and something else. Let me look that up. That was, I shared it. People are gonna think if I eat a whole pizza by myself, like a frozen one, I am not eating anything else at all. Probably for a long, a day and a half or a whole day anyway. It's just, okay, snacks accident. Eating an entire pizza, box of chocolate, and a family size bag of crisps by mistake. Yeah, I didn't have a snack accident. I had a sorrow adent. So, yeah, like I say, not as bad as what I made it sound. So if people on my Facebook want to think I ate a whole pizza and a box of chocolates and whatever, go for it. It's all right. Actually, it was pretty healthy food, but yeah, a little bit of sugar, not much. So anyway, yeah, but I felt bad. And then with the extra pain I've been going through, that's why I put a little sugar in there because the night before that, um I didn't have enough energy really. When you wake up tired and you know not feeling good, so yeah, I thought, well, just have a little something more. So yeah, I have stuff I can make around here. Like I have a couple cake mixes hanging around, and Doug brought home a really beautiful looking box of fudge double fudge brownies from Aldi's, and it's got like chocolate chips in it already. So someday, not soon, I don't think, but I'll be making them. Yeah. So, yeah, I was so bummed out. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'll live through it. I'm not the hugest tomato fan on the planet anyway. I mean, I like them quite a bit. There's a lot of things that I like that have tomato in it, like pizza, you know, but well, I don't see pizza as something that's unhealthy because if you have mozzarella on there, which is the lowest fat cheese you can get, um, I mean, it's not something you probably want to eat every day, but I used to eat a lot of pizza, lots of pizza, you know. I've always been pretty healthy, so usually I would have my pizzas on like Friday night, you know. But yeah. work through the week and then get something simple like frozen pizzas to have on the weekend or something. So, yeah, so I don't know, not really a specific topic here today. Just telling you about my aches and pains and my sorrows. Laughing through this. God dang it, that was a bummer. Then I had this bunny come out of the bushes this morning and it flopped its ears like it was waving at me, like, you got some more of that? I've never seen a rabbit eat just the tomato plant. I mean, I've had bites out of ones um, that had fruits on them. I've never had deer come up and eat tomatoes. Um, Nothing like that. I had some pot plants growing that got severed like that, but I just figured that probably was the deer, not this year, some years ago. But, that's typical. Deer love marijuana. So, yeah, so I don't think it was. And if it had been a rabbit, there would have been bunny droppings because I used to raise rabbits. I've had, at least 50 of them. I had many that walked on leashes and used litter boxes and, you know, um, so they'll sit there, but they're not going to sit there and eat an entire tomato plant without a rabbit dropping there. And usually they'll eat some of their droppings if the nutrient is still in there. They can smell it and they'll re-eat their feces. Bunnies do that. So yeah, it's gross, but they do that. So Hassenpfeffer's German for rabbit. I had one named Hada, that's Swedish for a rabbit. That, in fact, was Hada no, Hada was my second rabbit. I had Bleach, Hada, and Toby. Toby was Hada was what they call Bleach and Hada were what they call satins. And then I had a giant Flemish, a big white one with red eyes named Toby. I think my favorite one I had for many years in the house. His name was Jack. He was mini lop-eared, but he and part satin. He looked mostly satin, but he wasn't really big. He was sort of a small, little tan-colored bunny, and yeah. Anyway, he was a cool rabbit. He walked on a leash. He didn't like it much, but he used the litter box for. And then his kitty died. He stopped using the litter box, but I would put him in his cage. He had a little patio in his cage, and he would never come off his patio unless I let him. He would not jump on the floor. And I had a dog and cats, and I trained my cats to get along with my rabbit so they wouldn't do anything to him, and you know told them if they were being mean, like my cat Bathsheba used to step on his head and drink out of his water just to taunt him. I'd let her step on his head, 'cause he would bite too. I mean, he wasn't just passive. They were friends, but I did watch them and didn't let her get away with anything. So, but yeah, I could go to town and leave the cage open and come home and nobody would be dead, you know, just for how I raised them to get along. So I wouldn't leave them like go on vacation and leave them alone together. But yeah, anyway, I've had some weird animals get along together, like a deer I raised, and I had a Manx kitten, and Irish setter, and they used to run around the house together playing games. Then they'd switch directions and switch who was chasing who and entertain me. They'd either bounce like the deer or try to run like the dog. It was funny, so comical. Hard to describe. You'd have to kind of be there, but if you could picture it, pretty funny. My baby deer walked on a leash, and she would ride in the truck. We'd go to town to get the mail, and she was my passenger. And so and then if we were out walking, and I'd teach her, a car would come, I'd teach her how to duck, and I taught her how to jump fences and different things so she could go back into the wild, which I did when she was 9 months old. I put her back into the wild, but her ears got cut off by a combine that was for grain. For all you vegans that think that there's no wildlife um, harmed, there's hundreds of animals just in one field of whatever crop is processed by machinery that die. So it has its pros and cons. I've farmed and ranched, so I know, livestock and horticulture. So, the pros and cons of both of them. And they, one doesn't really outweigh the other no matter who says what. So, yeah, I, I see let's see. Oops. I had just seen a meme I was gonna read. Oh, here it is. Okay, wait. Oh yeah, this is true. One of the groups I follow, I'm a sweet girl, woman, but if you piss me off, I always have a pocket full of crazy waiting to come out. Shit, I don't even keep it in my pocket anymore. I wear it like a necklace to let everybody know, like, see this? This is what you're gonna get if you mess with me. Yeah, that's it. No, my mouse doesn't want to work. It's not crazy. It's like if I get pushed, it's crazy doesn't even describe what I feel inside. That's crazy. That's a kind of leave that for the crazy people. Leave your um righteous anger. wear it on a wear it on a necklace or a badge so everybody knows, you know. So I don't play with people anymore at all. Yeah. I'll let you know if any of those plants do make it. If I have the ambition, I might. See, I hate to go and dig up ones that have already been shocked. They were shocked when I put them in the ground because we've been struggling with some cold weather here too. So it's really debatable what I'm going to do if I'm going to try and take some of them out of there. I thought, well, I saw this really cute window box that you can put plants in your house, and we don't have our greenhouse. Well, it's a sunroom we're going to put on the front. We don't have that done yet. There's just been too many things going on where the tractor breaking down and lawnmowers and everything nuts. It's like last year, I don't know what it was, but it was something like, oh, dryer or wash machine. I don't know what it was, something crazy. Like we got one, it didn't work, used one, and anyway. So, and I don't really, and now I heard they're going to be going back to less digital stuff on appliances. Oh, that's good. I hate them things. I had a dishwasher where you had to program it with digital shit. That when the control panels go out and they're them touch control, the sensors behind them get wore out, then you can't do anything with them. At least with if you have something with a dial, if one uh, cycle on there stops working, chances are another one's going to still remain working, like on old washing machines and that type. So that's why I prefer the older appliances. And I heard they're going to be going back to making them uh, more user friendly. I hope so. Yeah. It's like with vehicles, you have a computerized car and it has to have a computer analysis in order to see, what's even. With it. Um, no thanks. I built the car from the ground up. I'm serious. Um, New motor, new tranny, new interior, new windshield, like when I was 17. And yeah, give me something with electronic ignition, fuel injection, that's okay, but give me something with a carburetor, you know. Yeah, and then you get into electronic fuel injections and you can have problems with them too. So, yeah, anyway. So, yeah, old stuff sometimes is the way to go because you get all that electronics on them things and they might look fancy with all the bells and whistles, but you really don't need them. And then if you can't fix it yourself, you have to pay somebody else to do it, you know. Yeah. That's okay if you can afford that, I suppose. But it's not going to be okay if the grid goes down, you know. I don't know why they aren't making fuel out of waste products. This whole world could be run on waste products. Anything biodegradable can be turned into a biofuel. Absolutely anything, you know. Or like Stanley Mayer's, they killed him for his invention was a steam powered uh, water engine, you know, not the like hydropneumatic, not with the or hydrogen with the gas and the water, but just water. Like the principle, like the old steam engines, you know, heat the water and produce the steam. So yeah. Anyway, so that's probably about it for today. I just wanted to tell you I drowned my sorrows with food. Not really like horrible. I didn't bake a whole cake and eat it by myself, or I don't know if I've ever done that anyway. But sounds good, right? Hey, maybe I will. Maybe I'll. If I'm not on here, I killed myself with a cake. No, I'm not gonna do that. So, yeah, I spent some time outside yesterday rearranging my picnic table and that type of stuff. And with my injury, that I'm not going to tell people where it's at because I do have people that use crafts against me. Um, so I'm not going to let them know where it is. You can guess, though. Go ahead and guess. It won't matter because I've um, worked with broken bones and stitches between my legs and separated pelvis and all kinds of crazy things that most people wouldn't even like you'd be calling in sick, you know. So yeah, so you can just guess where is she injured. You know, It's more like what spot on me isn't injured. Well, I'll get this uploaded. I just wanted to say hello and let you know. It was sad. It almost got to me, but I didn't let it. So I hope you all have a really nice coming week ahead and have a really beautiful night or day wherever you're at. Peace and love from Pine City, Minnesota, USA.